Sadhana, Ishvara Pranidhana, and Sadhana, Ishvara Pranidhana, and Swadhyaya. Okay, so every day we are doing sadhana, we are doing swadhyaya, and also Ishvara Pranidhana, which is good. So we are on the path. And now in the second shloka, he told, okay, this will take us to samadhi, but at the same time, this will also reduce the strength of kleshas. Okay, we saw that. And now in the third sutra, Patanjali Maharshi is talking about what are those kleshas. Okay, let us read the shloka quickly. Shloka goes like this. Avidyā-asmitā-rāga-dveṣa-abhiniveśaḥ kleśāḥ. I will repeat once again. Avidyā-asmitā-rāga-dveṣa-abhiniveśaḥ kleśāḥ. So, avidya is ignorance, okay, or ignorance, and asmita is ego, a feeling of me or I, and raga is a desire or a passion. Avidya, asmita, raga, dveṣa. Dveṣa is hatredness towards anything or food or even people. So dveṣa is hatredness. And abhiniveshaha is clinging to something, clinging to life itself, clinging to the results of the fruits that we produce, or clinging to certain people, or attachment basically. Abhinivesha is attachment. These are the klesha. These will create pain or impurities which will result into which will cause pain or grief in our life. So this is what Patanjali Maharshi is talking about, and these are the kleshas which the strength, as we keep doing sadhana, the strength of these kleshas will become lesser and lesser and lesser in our life, so that we will go more and more towards samadhi, is what Patanjali Maharshi is talking about. Now, let us quickly read one of the interpretations. It goes like this. Ignorance, I-ness, passion, hatred, and clinging to life are trouble givers. Ignorance, egoism, desire, aversion, and attachment to life are impurities to or stumbling blocks on the path of samadhi. The result of ignorance is always pain or grief. If you don't have the right knowledge, the other impurities get stronger and stop your progress. For instance, if you don't know that egoism is cause of all your pains, trouble is always there. With egoism, you take ownership of your actions, you become attached to the fruits of your actions, you desire a better outcome of your actions. Moreover, you feel hatred towards the impediments that are against the fruit. In total, you cling to life. If you are ignorant of these, they become stronger. They become stronger impediments on your path. If you have ownership of your actions, if you feel you are the owner of persons or things, this is the big impediment on your path. According to Patanjali Maharshi, egoism means the trouble of ownership. if you are ignorant of the trouble of egoism, all troubles are there on the path of samadhi. The cause of egoism is ignorance, hence from ignorance comes egoism, from egoism comes passion and hatredness, and from passion and hatredness comes attachment. The very idea is to understand and get rid of egoism. If the right knowledge, with the right knowledge, you get dispassion and detachment. So that is one of the interpretations. And dispassion and detachment we have seen in detail in first chapter, and we will look at it again in coming sutras as well. So that is about shloka number 2.3. If you have anything to add to it, or if you see attachment or these kleshas, any of the kleshas in your day-to-day life, and is there any progress so far in your practice from detaching yourself? And with this practice, do you see any difference? Please contribute, please share. Anyone? No? Okay. Yeah, Kushmati-ji?
Not much, but from Jayanti-ji, what I've learned, you have a kleśāḥ with anybody, and you just ask for forgiveness, and you just forgive yourself and forgive them as well. And that makes your life so much easier. And I've noticed that yesterday. I had so many people in my house, and I was very cool and calm, though I worked. Unfortunately, I still work and expect children to help me a lot more, but that will happen. But by praising them in your mind and saying good thing about them, everything sorts out and life is so easy. But to stay in that state of mind is not easy. You fall back to it. So you have to remind yourself, watch yourself, and go back to that. So that will come with a lot of practice.
Yes, yes. That is one of the parts of sadhana, Kushmati-ji. That is very important element to the sadhana. Yeah, and everyday practice, what we are doing is completely, we are detaching ourselves and focusing on our breath, focusing on our breath, focusing on our breath. And that will purify our mind and all the five senses. And that will take us gradually, slowly towards that samadhi, day by day, day by day, day by day. It is a continuous process.
And it's so much nice feeling that you can understand other human and you give them an opportunity to speak rather than you speaking and you listening to your thought. It's nice to listen to other people. So they are satisfied and you are satisfied, and all round is happiness. And I think it's great. I'm very, very happy that I'm doing what I'm doing, Patanjali with you and Jayanti-ji first thing in the morning. I'm very grateful to you both and whole world and all the friends I met on a ZT, on a youth here on a Zoom.
Thank you, Kushmati-ji. Umakanji, you have something?
Yeah, the first thing is most of us are not even aware of the kleshas, and awareness of the kleshas itself is a big step.
Yeah.
And then seeing that the kleshas are occupying our mind time and again during the 24 hours time period in itself is a big move. And now, once I'm aware of the kleshas, is it best to fight against the kleshas, or is it best to get hooked on to something else which will wash away and purify the kleshas? So I think that's where the crux is. So once I'm aware that this klesha is occupying my mind, then I need to shift my consciousness to something which will purify that one. And that's why this practice helps, because this practice is taking us to it is the universal antidote or the universal medicine for everything. Saying, yes, now this is the klesha that is coming to me. Now it's the time to shift away from it.
Yeah. Now, fighting them again, it gets into another klesha. All it is that as we keep doing this sadhana every day by day, the strength of those kleshas will reduce naturally, slowly. It will not go away like this
It slowly
it will reduce. Strength of those kleshas will reduce. Is what Patanjali Maharshi told in second sutra.
Slowly start getting to distance from them and become an observer. And so they fade away because they can't stand. They don't have a strength onto what we are focusing on. What we are focusing on, the Hamsa mantra or the pranava, is much, much, much stronger, and they get annihilated.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
What I found is also that I've been told by a lot of people I met abroad, and they said to me, Kush, be kind to yourself, which is we are not aware that you are not kind to yourself. So if you just look after yourself, start being kind and listen, I think everything else also follow, and then
yes,
that's
it will. These are the small things will get in us naturally as we keep practicing. What you said is right. Forgiving people, or forgiving ourselves, and being kind to people. These are very little small elements which will take us towards samadhi, but these need to root into us, and only the sadhana will get us there. Yeah. Okay, it is time now. It's already 48. Let us conclude. Thank you, everyone. And tomorrow we will look at another sutra. Please read 2.4 before you come, so that you can contribute. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you for contributing. Have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a lovely day.